Hi Aries, welcome to your love reading. This is a general love reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. If this reading doesn't resonate for you, I encourage you to check your Moon and or Rising sign if you have the time, because sometimes your messages will be coming from those videos. All right, Aries, I'm just going to jump right in. The first card you have is the Knight of Cups, and this is for how you feel in a current romantic connection you're dealing with. You feel pretty satisfied. You feel like you're getting everything that you want. This Knight of Cups energy also conveys maybe you're a little too confident and satisfied. Maybe you feel like you have the upper hand in the connection. Maybe you feel like you might feel that you have this person no matter what. And there's a caution with that attitude, Aries. If this is resonating for you, I caution you. We don't it's a Nine of Cups, so it's like, it's kind of like smugness, it's being self-satisfied, overconfidence, maybe taking in too much of something. So Aries, you might feel really satisfied in the relationship and maybe too focused on how you feel, filling up your cup in this relationship, feeling fat and satisfied, maybe a little smug. You might feel like this person would never leave you, that you got them, and that makes you feel, pretty satisfied and content with yourself. So it's not necessarily all negative, Aries. It's good that you feel satisfied and content in the relationship, but there's also this energy of maybe a little too much overconfidence, maybe being too focused on how you feel, too focused on what makes you feel good and what you want out of the connection. The Knight of Cups energy is a self-centered energy, so the caution here might be that you need to put some more focus on the other person. There might not be enough focus on the other person, a partnership. It's supposed to be a partnership, not all about you. You're being asked to maybe look at how your other person is doing. You might be too focused on yourself, Aries, is the message with the Nine of Cups here for your energy and how you feel right now. The second card is the person you're dealing with, how they feel. They're the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is all about sudden advancement. So the Eight of Wands is funny because there's no person in the card. I feel like this person is focused on their advancement and maybe not really focused on you that much right now, Aries. It doesn't mean that they don't love you and care about you, but there's something in their life that they're focusing on where they're just taking off like a rocket ship. Like they might have had a lot of stagnation or feeling a little slow and lethargic for a while, and now all of a sudden they're just like, boom, they're just taking off, doing all this stuff in their life. And the focus is maybe shifted a little bit away from you. It doesn't mean that they don't love and care about you, but it's just how they feel right now. Like they feel very motivated to work on their things. Eight of Wands, a lot of people read this card in relationship readings as like, oh, really fast communication coming in. That's possible, but I don't feel that here in this reading, especially with your energy being the Nine of Cups right now, where you're kind of just satisfied with what you're doing, and what you're getting out of the relationship right now. It's possible that this person has something important to tell you and they're going to come rushing in really fast to do that, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like this person is just really moving quickly on things in their life that don't necessarily have to do with you, Aries. And again, I just want to emphasize it doesn't mean that they don't love and care about you. It's just the energy they're in right now. You might see that they're really into their work or just things that they're working on in their life that aren't really connected to you. So the third card is the energy between the two of you. It's the Death card. This is interesting. This is a change that needs to happen in the relationship. You both might be aware of it. Some at varying levels of awareness and consciousness. Yeah, it's like I don't know, like, how much each of you are aware of it. It could be that you both know it. It could be that you both know it but don't want to acknowledge it. There's a change coming in this relationship where an old cycle or pattern needs to die so that a new one can come in. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you and your person aren't together anymore. It could mean that, but not necessarily so. And it's going to be different for each of you guys. But this death card is all about the end of a cycle so a new one can come in. And because it's the energy between the two of you, you both know and accept this. And that's great, because some of the other love readings, people have, death reversed, a tower reversed, where there's some kind of change or transformation that needs to occur in a relationship and people are resisting it. But because you guys have death as the current energy between you guys, that's a very mature, conscious energy between you and your person, Aries, where it's like you both know that something needs to change. You both are aware of it and are ready to deal with that. Maybe the relationship gets taken to the next level. Maybe a dynamic in the relationship changes. Something needs to change in the relationship and you guys are both aware of it. So I think that's a good thing, Aries. And it feels like you guys will be discussing and dealing with that in the near future, because it's the current energy between you guys. What is an example of this? Maybe you guys discuss, maybe you say, oh, we're seeing each other too much. Or maybe we're seeing each other too little. Or maybe it's time to move in together. Or maybe the opposite, I don't know. Maybe you say, oh, we need separate rooms even though we're together. Or just needing more space. Maybe it's like, oh, we're going to move to a new city or a state or a new country. Maybe it's time for something, it could be different things. Something that has to do with the relationship with this person. Okay? Again, for some of you, it could be ending the relationship, but it doesn't feel that way. So let's just move on and see what else is going on. The fourth card is what your person wants. It's the Queen of Wands reversed. So your person might feel a little disempowered in the relationship right now. They might feel that they aren't able to manifest and bring about their vision for the relationship. It might feel stalled for them, and maybe that's why they're in that Eight of Wands energy where they're focused on their own stuff. They might feel that they can't really fully express themselves and bring what they want in the relationship. And they're wanting to get out of that. They want to express themselves. They want to have what they want in the connection. And it's kind of like they feel that they're not getting that right now. It could be that they might feel that the connection is a little intense. Someone could be, upset with the person a lot, and that bothers them and they want to get out of that energy. Not necessarily so. That might just be the case for a few of you, but I feel like this person feels like they can't really express themselves in their full, energetic expression of who they are. It's like they can't quite do that with you at this time, Aries. And maybe it's because you're in that Nine of Cups energy where you're kind of too focused on yourself. They might feel that they can't really, come into you and really be who they are with you for some reason. Maybe they feel unseen by you. So just keep that in mind, Aries. The fifth card is what you want in the connection. You have the Four of Wands reversed. This is interesting. You might, Aries, you might not want as solid of a commitment as maybe you thought, or maybe as what this person wants. You might have a untraditional view on what the relationship should be, and that might be at odds with what your person thinks. Maybe the person you're dealing with wants a very traditional, at-home, married, white picket fence thing, and You want something a little more outside the box, a little something more radical, just a different kind of relationship. It doesn't mean you don't want those things with that person, Aries. It's just a different way. You have like a more outlandish view on the relationship. You don't want like a traditional connection. You might want something a little bit more exciting. Like maybe the idea of stability makes you feel bored and tied down, Aries, and you want something a little more dynamic, something a little more where there's options and opportunities. It doesn't mean necessarily that you want an open relationship, maybe for some of you guys, but you just don't want to be like in a traditional thing. Also, the Four of Wands reversed traditionally means it could mean like a divorce. So Aries, you might be going through a divorce. That's with the person that's not the person you're dealing with in this reading. That's someone else. So there could be a third party that's ending. So that's what this card could also mean. It could mean that you want to end another relationship so that you can be with this other person. It could definitely mean that. And it might just mean that for you. It might not mean that you want an untraditional relationship. Although it seems likely that that would follow, you know, if you're trying to get a divorce and get out of a long-term traditional connection, maybe with this other person, you're like, I don't want to do that again. I want something more open and, you know, I don't want to do that whole thing again. It could be something like that for some of you, Aries. So the sixth and final card is the outcome overall energy between you and your person, and it's the Knight of Pentacles reversed. The Knight of Pentacles reversed is all about stagnant energy. When the Knight of Pentacles is upright, it's already kind of a slow, super methodical energy that takes a long time to move. And the Knight of Pentacles being reversed suggests that something has just come to a halt. So what that means, Aries, is that perhaps at this time, you and your person aren't really making any kind of progress or big changes in the relationship. You guys do feel this death energy between you. You feel like a change or transformation is on the horizon, but it's not happening right now with this Knight of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, things are just kind of pushed the pause button, which makes sense because they're in the Eight of Wands, you know, kind of focus on their own things, it feels like, that don't have to do with you necessarily. With the Four of Wands reversed, it's like it feels like you might be trying to end another connection. It's a strong possibility. And the Knight of Cups, like you're just kind of happy with the way things are right now. So they're not. With the Eight of Wands reversed, like they feel a little unseen by you. I don't feel like it's really severe, but they do feel a little unseen by you. But yeah, the outcome right now is just the Knight of Pentacles reversed. There's nothing major going to happen right now, maybe for the next several weeks. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just not the right time. You're not going to go to this person and bring up the super deep, serious issues, and they aren't going to do that either for this time being. It's just not the right energy right now. You guys are doing your thing together and doing your thing separately, and you guys aren't going to have like a super big serious conversation anytime soon. With this Knight of Pentacles reversed is what it's suggesting to me. So Aries, I pulled an additional card to just top off the love reading. This is from a deck of cards that's only the majors and the four aces, and you got Strength. So Aries, you're being asked to be strong. Also, the Strength card is highly suggestive of physical health and well-being. So I feel like you're being asked to look after your physical health. You might be having a little bit of health issues, and you're being asked to really look at that. You're being asked to put that as a priority over anything else right now, even over this person you're dealing with. It doesn't mean that you don't love that person, but you need to strengthen yourself so that you can be in this relationship. And you're being asked to be strong, and it could be related to that Four of Wands reversed. If you do need to end another connection, you're being asked, you know, be strong to do that. You know, take care of your health. Yeah. You're definitely being asked to pull on, to bring up your inner strength to do this. And Aries, you're an Aries, so you're really strong. So you can do it. And perspective. This is an oracle deck called Rumi's Gift. For those of you who don't know, Rumi is a 13th century Persian poet who wrote poems about being in love, but the wider, deeper meaning of his poetry was about the nature of reality and God. And you got perspective. I feel like perspective kind of goes along with the strength card because you're being asked to put things into perspective. With the strength card, you're being asked to take care of yourself and muster up the strength needed to deal with the different issues in this connection and to have the proper perspective on what's going on. Okay? Whatever that means for you, Aries. I'm going to read the poem associated with this card, the Rumi poem. I'm not going to give any commentary. I just want you to receive the words of the poem and receive them the way that you feel is meant for you. So I'm just going to read the poem and then that will be the end of the reading. Let us not break the wine jug and let the wine flow. Nothing will be left of these earthly things. Knowing we are nothing, we are free to be all this is and all that is not. Like the caterpillar, we devour worldly concerns and worries, but we become silent in the cocoon of love. Then we settle in timelessness. Our home becomes the beloved's safe embrace. When the heart is aflame with love, it contains nothing and everything. And we are free to be all that is and all that is not. So that's what I have for you, Aries. If you felt that this reading resonated for you, please let me know in the comment section below. That's really helpful for me. And if you like watching this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Aries. I'll see you later, okay? Bye.